Last we left off, our adventurers had slept following a harrowing fight with Egrith Runai's minions. Panoply exhausted herself staying up to let the others sleep, and they set off in the early hours moving north toward the Nahujan Pass, in order to get back to Night Hollow. After several hours moving through the wee hours, they encountered a ravine filled with fog that they hadn't remembered. Several dead bodies appeared devoid of bones and flesh, just skin. As they caught sight of a creature with a proboscis that drained the bodies of their innards, the creature animated a dead skin sack. The party immediately attacked the creature, which animated another skin sack, and the creature also generated children, which Turxian dealt with using his new wand of magic missiles. And then the final skin sack was animated. Afterward, the group continued north, eventually making it to the Nahujan Pass during daylight. As they traveled 8 hours, they had to rest again after leading the horses off the road. Gylfi spotted a camp of blue-cloaked Nation of Prospero soldiers just a half-hour northwest of them. And a similar owl to Gylfi. The group kept watch as they rested, and Panoply shed her exhaustion. However, as they woke, Gylfi spotted the Nation of Prospero moving toward them, including a warforged dog. The group decided to depart in a hurry to try to outrun the Nation of Prospero. They managed to do so and continued toward Night Hollow, slowly leading the horses past another 8-hour stint to try to get as much distance between them and the Nation of Prospero. Turxian spent some time examining a professor orb that Egrith had, which contained the soul of a scholar, Elias Zilric, who has detailed knowledge of creating Warforged, gem dragons, a group called the Venandi, and the ascension of the god Prospero. Eventually, the party entered Night Hollow through the west gate instead of the east, to be sneaky in case the Prospero group had communicated and is watching for them there. This gate had an inn called Nepentha's Lot and is associated with the Nation of Prospero, and they decided to head toward the Obsidian Hunt. While there, the group noticed that the White Moose had been killed by a group called the Grim Company. In the morning, they checked with some other possible targets to hunt, which the group was offered Tier 1 and Tier 2 tags this time, as opposed to just solely the Tier 1. Shortly after, the group learned that they should seek out Erphonia and Sabira at noon, through a note that came with Kime's beer. In the meanwhile, Arven shops for some fancy clothes, and Panoply debates what she should do to help her group as far as new skills. Arven later goes to practice shooting, and Panoply and Kime spar, while Turxian examines Egrith's spellbook. The group presented Egrith's head to the Wall estate, and received the rest of their payment. When Simon goes to give the papers from Egrith's lab to Erphonia and Sabira, he discovers that one is missing. He thinks he must have left it in the camp, where they departed quickly to avoid the Nation of Prospero. The group, realizing that they will now have a direct association with the Egrith's lab, is worried. The group asks the Volek State if they can keep Simon safe, as they realize they might be unable to do so, and Erphonia and Sabira agree. Erphonia and Sabira offer them in exchange for Simon's safety, and to cause a distraction to help them to be forgotten, if they can activate 5 gems near the marketplace when the Nation of Prospero patrol passes through, as that will incapacitate their Warforged. The Nation of Prospero's patrol will pass through at mid-afternoon. And this is where we begin today's session, in the room with Erphonia and Sabira, about an hour before 2 p.m. What all would you like to do?
are we all out doing our own thing at the moment?
I believe Turxian wanted to peruse the market.
We're still in the office. I'm going to ask Turxian or Urfonia and Severa, do you guys have a skirt that would fit me? Like a long skirt? Can somebody buy me a skirt? I know it's kind of weird.
Urfonia looks at you. No, that is not something we have.
You just need any old skirt?
A plain skirt. Like,
I was gonna go to the market. I can grab me one.
I'll hand you 5 gold. And yeah, just a boring skirt, but long enough to hide my legs.
Sure. I'll pick that up while I'm out grabbing my spell components.
I'll meet you back at the Obsidian Hunt. I just go back there.
I think, let's see, common clothes, 5 silver pieces.
I give her back the 4 gold, 5, or give her the change when I get back.
Wow, Panoply, it looks like I'm not the only one looking for some fancy clothing now.
No, it's not what you think.
Yeah? Spicing things up?
Now I feel left out.
You could probably wear this. I'm tall as you are.
Your skirt? No, thank you.
Your cousin's getting a little fancy. How about you?
Or I guess I could wear a skirt over my armor. I've seen people do that before.
You could also take off your clothes underneath and just make it a kilt.
Ouch. That would pinch so bad. Don't do it, Kym.
Just imagine the freedom of movement, though.
Not if it pinches off everything. I guess it's freer movement? I don't know. Panoply's gonna go disappear into like a privy or wherever private area. Like just hold the skirt until right before we're gonna head toward the market. We shouldn't be together either. Maybe Kym stick close to me, but like Arvin, you should just play in the marketplace, right?
What are we avoiding?
We have to crush these gems.
Who all has them again? Just so I remember.
I think each of us has 1 and Panoply has 2.
Alright. Turxian is definitely going to store the Professor Orb and his spell book in the handy haversack. Do I have anything else that's sentient? I don't think so. I'll put Eagerth Runai's spellbook in there too, just to be safe.
Can I spend like that approximately an hour with some twine trying to affix one to the head of an arrow?
Yeah. Just make a dexterity check.
What are these gems we're talking about?
They're EMP gems.
I forgot.
I'm glad that rocked.
You're pretty confident that worked?
So basically we asked, because we're getting into hot water with the Nation of Prospero potentially, and they saw us, and they probably saw Simon. So we figure we may not be able to keep him safe, so we asked the Urfonia and Sibira to take him.
That's
But-
right. That's right. That's right.
In exchange, we have to detonate these, or like crush these gems. And there's 5 of them. They said the more of them, the better when the patrol passes through. They said 30-foot range, and that it will also disable their Warforge, which will distract them, and maybe they won't care about us as much.
We did get a time for when they're going to be in town, right?
2 p.m. is when they go through the market.
Okay. Is it morning now?
It is about 1 o'clock.
Ooh. It's almost gem crushing time. Well, I'm just going to be hanging out in the marketplace until that time happens, which I believe is pretty close to the gate.
Right before we leave, Panoply wants to disappear into, I guess, a privy. And the person who comes out is not Panoply. It looks like Kessa in the skirt that was bought. But like in plains clothes, not like assassin clothes. Just like random, peasant of the market clothes.
Kaim is extremely confused right now. Kessa? Wait, where's Penny?
It's me. Shut up.
Wait, what?
What kind of sorcery is this?
Why would you do this to me?
If you flirt with me or look at my breasts, I'm going to kill you, okay?
But they're right there.
No. I said it and I meant it.
I mean, why'd you go for a plain skirt?
Doesn't attract attention.
You got Kime's attention.
Yeah, she did. Sorry.
I have some trouble with this spell and the fact that my legs are a little different than most people's. That's why.
Interesting. Did you just learn the spell?
No. Let's go.
After you.
Is there anything else anybody needs to do before our appointment with the Nation of Prospero? Sure.
Just remember, if you guys have anything that's sentient, should probably give it to me.
I mean, I am, but
I don't think we have to worry about.
Tharos
it's-
is a real creature.
It should be okay then.
Yeah.
I mean, more magically sentient.
Panoply looks confused. Looks down herself like, what?
Never mind. Let's just go.
If Kaim only knew what that word meant.
So, are we gathering at the main gate where we first ran into the?
I don't
Nation of
think we
Prospero?
should be together. Kaim, I want you to stay close
Well, that's
to
what
me.
I was gonna say. If we're in that area, yeah, we can come from different directions and spread apart.
I'll probably trail you 30, 50 feet away.
Closer.
30?
Closer.
15.
5. Anyway, I'm just gonna go shopping. And I am going to look for any stall that looks for any woman would just be looking at stuff there. Maybe not weapons, like, I don't know, clothing or pots?
All right.
Like you're struggling to think of what normal people would look at.
Is there a
Pots?
Tupperware stall?
Panoply, I'd be glad to show you around some of the different clothing markets.
We are busy.
What? Sorry, got a little distracted. This is new.
Panoply's definitely just trying to be casual and act like a normal market goer.
Kaim will check out any stalls next to where Panoply's looking.
Market is pretty busy this time of the day. You can see sort of a half a squad of Night Hollow militia, bunch of townsfolk, merchants. This looks like where most of the people from out of town come, set up their wares. There's other locals.
I'm going to assume we didn't all come into the market at the same time. I think Arvin said he was setting up to perform, maybe? And Kaim and Panoply were coming in together, so Turxian would have waited a few minutes for them to get in before heading in himself.
Sounds good.
My PC is loving this.
Yeah, I'm kind of somewhat like that, I think.
Probably just a lot to load at once.
Today I'm going to be singing a song about Waterdeep, our home. No applause? No? Right, I'll just get started.
So while you're here, there are all sorts of goodies in the center of the market. Are your traditional food vendors and mead and alcohol vendors. There's sort of an auction up at the top. There's all sorts of different buildings around, be it candle makers and printing presses and I can't remember the name, but a man that sells bows and crossbows and axes and weapons, and one of the shops looks like it sells exotic animals like pets. There's a spa. There's basically anything you can think of. A winery. And then, to the east is the actual trade center.
Just a moment. Where was I?
Is there any site? Wait, is this 2 o'clock yet? I guess it's probably getting.
Probably have like 15 minutes or so.
Okay. So I probably want to pull out my loot and start playing some music.
Okay. Roll a performance check.
And I'll be chilling up here at the north side of the market.
Ooh, 22.
Did a little AC/DC riff right there.
Roll a 2d10.
Alrighty.
You accumulate 18 silver pieces as people stop by and toss coin your way.
Very good. While I'm doing that, I'm also keeping an eye out for any of the squads that might be coming in from any direction.
Sounds good. Where is Gilfie hanging out?
She is hanging out
I
in
see
this
her.
tree up here, just keeping an eye out. Kind of out of view.
Chime's in the market and Panoply's around with him.
Yeah. Unless he's doing something different.
Yeah, I'm just hanging by you mostly. Figured you'd be here.
What all would you like to do in the next 15 minutes before the patrol theoretically arrives?
Panoply will go over towards Arvin and just slip a couple silver into his. Do you have a hat? A can?
That's a good question. I don't think I planned on this. Where
The
do I
golden
store my?
satchel.
Do you have a loot case?
Yeah, I was gonna say my loot case, but I don't think I really have that. I just strap it on.
You probably have like a bag or something you put in, like a
Um,
canvas bag?
Take a look.
Something.
Looking at my.
But I like hang out over there for a few minutes listening.
God, that's a great question. I gotta have something out there. Maybe I just have like a large mug from the bar. Yeah, that'll work.
A mug that
But-
had beer in it, but everybody's throwing their dirty money into it.
Oh no, I drank the beer already. Probably do need to get something for that though. Yep, I'm just performing up to the north, got my eye out, like to stay a decent amount away from the rest of the group. Thinking we'd want to spread out for maximum area of effect if necessary.
Panoply will look at like clothes or cloth or something innocuous. Maybe ask how much and then kind of jingle a coin purse and say she'll think about it.
Sounds good. Alright, so how your little gems work is however you plan to crush them. They feel like they're made of glass, so a good toss, a crunch, something like that, and they should shatter. They have a 30-foot radius, and the Warforged will have to make a Constitution saving throw. For each shard that goes off in the round, each save gets harder and harder. So the first save is a set DC, then in the same round, another one would be one harder, then one harder, you get the idea.
When we use these crystals, is it obvious where it comes from?
Depends how you do it.
I think the lady said it would not. They couldn't trace it. So it's more up to what we do to actually break it that would be
Like
noticeable.
Right,
how?
the blast is not visible.
Okay, but
But-
does it give off like a sound other than like a crunch, like a light crunch?
There would be a little sound with it, but it wouldn't be enough to go like it came exactly from there.
Okay.
And then, depending upon how you do it, they might hear the crunch of glass, but it is a fairly loud marketplace, so not terribly likely.
Okay.
I have my gem on the ground underneath my cloak near my feet.
Okay. I would
Panoply
like
has.
you to make a sleight of hand check.
Woo!
Okay.
That's a new check. I didn't know that was there.
Good check.
And Panoply, you have one on a arrow?
Yeah, there's one on an arrow in the quiver that I tied, and I have the other one loose, in my hand with a couple of coins. Not gold, probably. What do we got? Probably silver pieces.
How big are these crystals, by the way?
They're pretty small. They are
Marble size?
maybe they're a little bit bigger than a marble. They're kind of what would you call it? Like a hexagon pointed shape. Or they probably look like a D8.
D8. Oh, nice.
And they're probably about an inch and a half long.
So I couldn't
Would
keep it inside my glove. Okay, not without it being obvious.
would you consider using or activating the pulse as an activate a magic item?
It would be an action.
Would the action be considered activate magic items? I'm asking, the mage hand cannot be used to attack, activate magic items, or carry more than 10 pounds.
I think it
So
would be an action that the mage hand could take.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I think when it says activate magic items, it's more thinking like wands of magic missile and things like that.
Okay. Does it seem like it's something the hand could crush if I decide to go that route? Or is it a little...
Yes.
Okay.
Is it 10 pounds for the hand?
It's how much it can hold, yeah. I don't know how much... doesn't have anything about crushing an object.
I say that's fine. Yeah.
Okay, sure.
So, you guys have your plan set, theoretically?
I'm
Theoretically.
not
Trying to
exactly
see.
sure how Kaim could hide it.
Oh no, Kaim has to think of something. We're in trouble. Panoply, help. Do you see him like concentrating really hard? Thinking.
Like, where can I hide it on myself? I don't want to have to go into my bag, grab it, and crush it.
Could you affix it to the pommel of your sword? Although this might not be the best place to pull out your sword.
Yeah, I can't pull out my sword or shield. I mean, I could, but I don't want to look aggressive.
Are you strong enough to simply crush it in your hand?
Yeah, I am. But it's big, and it's how you saw I'm holding something.
It's an inch and a half. That's not that big.
Hmm.
Go out back for a second. I tell him, pull out your sword and stick it in the sheath, and just don't fully sheath your sword. And then just jam your sword down.
Oh, you always come up with the brightest ideas. That's
Just don't do it in the middle of the go.
okay. Okay.
There's a bathroom down here.
No, I'm not interested. Sorry. I say to Kaim as he leaves.
He'll run away in shame.
Alright, so you shove it into your sheath.
Yep. And the sword is about half an inch out of its sheath.
Okay.
Well, inch and a half.
Yes.
Alright, 2 o'clock is coming up.
I'm I'm just playing my loot.
Oof, that's laggy.
Panoply just moves around looking at goods again.
Yeah, it's funny, my Foundry seems to be running perfectly fine, but I've got a stream that just is lagging terribly on my other monitor.
Can you see anything down the way, Arvin?
I see two characters. How do I? Yeah, there. See two here. See Tyrexian Panoply.
You don't see anything down south on the road?
Down here, no.
What on earth?
I mean, unless I just need to refresh. It might be fine on your end.
It's messed up on my end.
Oh, okay.
Let's redrag some people in.
Okay, I'm just checking out the goods in this stall. Can't help but look over at Kessa once in a while.
Oh, I saw something. For a brief
Why
moment.
are they disappearing?
Too many assets.
Fancy. Nation of Prospero, fancy.
Did they have their cloaks of invisibility?
Okay, I might need to refresh. This might kick everybody out.
Nope, just you. Wow.
Okay, you see that one, right?
Yes. I see two. You're doing it!
That was weird that it was messing up. Alright, Arvin, you see some duders walking down the street. At least I think you do. Still feels like half of them are missing from your line of sight. Oh, he went AFK really fast.
There temporarily to see.
I think Arvin needs to reload.
I'm gonna move over just to see if I can see what you're doing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because it looks like your characters can see.
I can see.
Is it this bush right here that's blocking his vision? Because it just can't. Like, I move to the side, I see it, and then I move here, I can't.
I see two guards and then a dog thing and a black coated dude. And right below me, I see like a wolfy looking thing and a guard person.
Oh, that bush does block
The
line of
bush.
sight. Okay.
Yeah.
But
It
it
is
is
the
the
bush.
black shadow. That's weird.
Yeah, that's what's throwing me off, is there's no black shadow from the bush, but... Okay. Well, if Kaim wants to go back where he was...
can't see all of them, but mostly.
And to go from here, make it easy, I'm going to put everybody in initiative. So if you all want to roll for initiative.
Out for once, Panoply's not going first.
It's the fucking skirt.
I had a roll. Did it not work?
Didn't roll.
There we go.
All right, Turksian, would you like to do anything?
I don't think so. Maybe just like move up, like I'm looking around like this side of the cart. But I think at this point, or what's under this? Is that
It's
just
like a
a table?
taco stand.
Okay. I'm gonna come over here to like this side of the taco stand, and I'm gonna keep my facing this way. I'm gonna keep my back to them. I'm gonna hold until I can hear them behind me to do anything.
Okay. Just gonna go through like this. Panoply, anything on your turn?
I am going to cast Speak with Animals, which does not require concentration. But I'm going to pretend like I'm counting coins in my purse. Maybe in a strange language. I'm going to say, Tharos, I'm going to need you to run across this table. And I move up next to Kime. I'm going to hit at you, but I won't really hit you.
You're gonna hit me?
You can't understand me because I'm talking to animals now. I'm talking to my spider.
All right, what's Kime doing?
He's checking out this lovely piece of great.
All right, Arvin, what are you doing?
Arvin's chilling, playing some loot, cloak at his feet, mug at his feet.
And Gilfy?
She's hanging tight now that she doesn't have to tell me where everything is.
Okay. As the squad of the Nation of Prospero starts moving through town, you start to hear some murmurs and complaints and griping from the locals, including the squad sergeant and some of the guards, muttering about the Nation of Prospero and how they just walk about like this is their town. Get the sense that crowd's not quite in it.
I switched my tune up to something a little more ominous.
Alright, Turksian, the Nation of Prospero has moved down the road a little bit. Anything you would like to do?
Nope. I want to wait until like the middle of the group is about in line with me.
Okay. Panoply?
I turn to Kime and I say, well, is this a food stall like over by Turxian?
Yeah.
Why don't you buy me a lamb skewer and we can talk about it?
What was that? I didn't hear you.
I say to Kime, well, maybe you can buy me a lamb skewer over there and we can talk about it.
Okay, alright. And it's not my turn yet, but he'll most likely go over there and on his turn.
Yeah, so it's like,
Okay.
we'll go together. Does it make sense? Can I hold
Yeah.
that?
Okay.
Okay. Mr. Arvin, doing anything?
Nope, still chilling.
And Gilfy.
Nope.
And that's their move. Like, they swap spots here. All right. Top of the round, Turxian.
Can I not see them because of the bush?
Yeah.
I think so.
Oh. Okay. Presuming they're about halfway through now.
Let's get rid of this. I don't like the bush blocking line of sight. Oh my god, I can't get rid of it.
Showed a shadow there for a quick second.
Basically, the dog is out of range just by 5 feet.
Okay. While I'm still facing the other way, I'm gonna just crush it in my hand.
Alrighty. Make a sleight of hand check for me.
Smooth.
And then as soon as I do that, I'm gonna use my movement to start walking across the other side of the market.
Alright, let's do... That one succeeds.
All right, these dice are on steroids.
that one does not. All right, Turksine, you feel like you did that pretty stealthily, and you hear a thrumming noise once you crush the gem. And the Warforged around look perturbed as much as a machine can, and the rear one looks like it deactivated.
Okay. I'm gonna just pretend like I'm oblivious and start walking further into the market. 25, about 30, and start checking out like this stall over here.
Okay. Panoply, your turn.
Panoply.
They're essentially like here.
Come listen to this music with me. And then she's gonna tell Tharos, go. And as soon as he's like visible, she's gonna slap next to him, but have the gem in her hand.
Okay.
Do you need to make a particular check?
Yep, sleight of hand.
Oh man. Whew. God, I want to kill my spider.
You do successfully crush the gem. The cook at the stall sees the spider and is like, ugh, but notices that you slap your hand next to it, and he notices something odd. Alright, saves one worse. Oh, that one's really doing well.
Wait, dice.
$13 just barely fails. Wait, where's Panoply? Okay, not next to that. So 2 failed. So there's 2 still up and the Steel Defender. Kaim, your turn.
Kaim will stay where he is and try to get the cook's attention and say, "Hey, how much is for that piece of meat over there?" Try to take the heat off Panoply.
Make a charisma check.
Better him than me.
Where the hell's charisma? Checks. There you go.
Kaim's charismatic. He's got this.
Perfect timeline. Where the hell is charisma? He glances at you for a moment, but he's not... He's still curious as to what Panoply did. Like, he's slightly distracted.
Hey, buddy, is this how you treat all your customers? I want to buy something.
He grumbles like, yeah, get in line over here.
How much for the meat?
We have the meats.
He tells you some number.
I'll take it.
He tells you to get over on this side.
He'll get over on this side. Or this side?
It's like 2 silver pieces.
He'll stall him like 1 silver, 2 silver, and I'll end his turn.
Okay.
Kinda like
Arvin,
Albert.
you have noticed that you hear this thrumming noise. The Warforged look perturbed, and 3 of them look like they've deactivated.
Well, without losing a beat and playing my music, I'm simply going to press my foot down onto my cloak, which is covering the gem, and break it under my boot.
Alright, you already hit it well. Steel Defender rolled well. That one fails. And the last Warforged fails.
6 out of 7.
Anything else on your turn?
Nope, sticking where I am.
Alright. Gilfy.
She's not doing anything.
Okay. The soldier down here moves over to the Warforged and tries to inspect it. This one does the same thing. This Steel Defender is going to make a perception check. I believe. I think it has advantage. Yes, advantage on perception checks.
Does it have bionic smelling?
Maybe.
Just has X-ray vision.
It's not that good.
I was wearing deodorant.
But it does start moving over toward Panoply. And then the Acolyte is next to its Warforged, and they're all sort of like checking out their Warforged, trying to figure out what's going on. There was a thrumming noise. It's not loud, but it stops.
Actually, I'm gonna sit here for a bit, just so I can see.
You can see sort of inside the Warforged chest where there's normally a slight purple glow. It's kind of flashing. Alright, Turksian, your turn.
And Panoply, you had 2 of those, right?
Yep.
Does it seem like there's like commotion at this point? Like, how's the crowd in the market reacting?
They're starting to look that way, and some of the Nation of Prospero guards are starting to look that way, noticing that the Night Hollow militia are starting to look that way, noticing that something's up with the Nation of Prospero.
There's not like a crowd starting to gather or anything?
Not quite yet.
Okay. At this point then, he's probably just gonna walk up here and start checking out, or I guess I can't actually go in there. Yeah, he's just gonna hang out here. I don't think he's doing anything at this point.
Yeah, it's sort of like a meat vendor, and there's the vendors in the middle of it.
Sure. Yeah, he's just gonna hang out for now.
Make a charisma check.
Shit.
The meat vendor, you buying anything? Otherwise, I need you to leave.
Sure. How about some of that sausage over there?
Pound of sausage, 3 silver pieces for you. Because you're a little pointy-eared and I don't know if you'll like it.
3 silver it is.
Ah, I just clicked the button. Sorry.
No problem. Panoply, your turn. Notice that while Kime is kind of distracting this food vendor, that he noticed something was weird about when you slapped your hand down.
I just give him a look like, what are you looking at? And I don't want anything to eat anymore. Let's go dance. I'm literally going to go down and see if I can drag Kime up. Will you come willingly?
I will.
I'm going to whisper, dance. I'm going to wait till he grabs my waist.
Oh, he grabs it.
Do it now. And just, I'm going to take the arrow out and hit him in the head with it. Not here.
Okay.
I notice that they're dancing and start playing a more jaunty tune.
I'm literally going to try and break this
You
on
could,
the end of the arrow against Kime's head.
you could just slam my sword in while we're dancing.
You can handle
This is
your
a
own sword,
PG
buddy.
show. You're gonna hit him in the head with your arrow?
Yep.
Okay.
Hard as I can. The one that I tied the thing on.
First thing is just make a... what would it be? Roll strength. Roll a strength check.
Oh god.
Unarmed strike.
Yeah, it's basically what it is.
Yeah!
Oh my god, she almost
Nice.
crit me.
And then roll a sleight of hand still.
Do damage. Roll damage.
Isn't an unarmed just 1 point of damage?
Depends on your strength modifier.
Does that even hit Kime?
It does. Well, 20? Yeah.
I mean, I just rolled an ability check. I can do an unarmed strike if you want me to.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Well, we'll count your hit.
Sleight of hand was poor.
It's 1 plus your strength mod. So you do 2 points of damage to Kime.
Yep.
Take that.
But once again, you're not entirely sure that someone won't notice that there was something weird about that blow too. But the Steel Defender has to make a save. Whew, and it fails.
Thank goodness. He was a little too perceptive.
Alright, Arvin, what do you want to do?
Can I tell if the meat market representative is still curious, is still looking like he wants to investigate?
Yeah, roll an insight check.
Insight.
Okay. Yeah, he's curious and he's looking. He's pulling out like a towel, and looks like he's probably gonna wipe down the area where Panoply was.
I would like to scoop up my belongings. And is he near Tyrexian?
Yeah, he's like right here.
Gotcha.
I can place a token.
Awesome. And I would like to use friends on him.
Okay.
I don't know if that worked or not. It says 2 Game Master.
Didn't ask me for a roll.
I do have him
What?
selected though.
What is the roll?
So it's not a roll. It just says for duration you have advantage on all charisma checks directed at one creature that is not.
Oh, okay.
And then when the spell ends, he's gonna know that I did something.
All right. What do you wanna? You wanna talk to him or?
I would like to talk to him. I've still got my lute out, and I'd like to ask him what his favorite song is, and if I could play one for him.
Okay. Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Persuasion. Oops. Well, there you go.
Oh, okay, a 30. Cool.
Take that.
Yeah, he tells you that he really likes the Ballad of Samara's Rest.
Ah, well, lucky for you, I know that one. Bust out my lute and start playing it.
All right, you'll start playing that next turn because
Yep.
Friends was your action.
Yep.
All right. What's Gilfy doing?
Absolutely nothing.
Okay. At this point, the soldiers are panicking a little as they notice every single one of their Warforged has deactivated, and there's this like soft pulsing of purple where there was just usually a very solid purple glow in the chests of the creatures, and the acolyte is also getting flustered and frustrated. And at this point, some of the Night Hollow militia start moving forward, and a crowd does start moving toward the edge of the market, trying to figure out what's going on, and the town sergeant is moving closer. For the sake of this, we're going to go a little bit out of initiative. I'll let Arvin roll. You can roll a performance check with a. Is Friends any check?
Friends does not have a check. It just says I have charisma advantage.
Okay. What is performance is charisma? Okay, so you can make a performance check with advantage.
I click on it, it just rolls once, so should just roll twice.
Yep.
Is it not giving you the option to?
No, it doesn't.
It's weird. It does for me. Oh, well, we'll figure that out later. He seems enthralled with the song you are playing, while it might not exactly be the correct song.
Is there anybody else working at his place
No.
or just him?
Just him.
Okay.
He's like a street vendor.
Cool. Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
making sure that I have his attention.
All right, what do the rest of you want to do during this little time?
I will. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask if any of the Nation of Prospero or anyone is still suspicious of Panoply.
The one creature that was is deactivated.
Okay. Then he'll just continue
Time
I-
to get out of here?
I'm going to wink at Kym and grab his hand and say, "Not here," and start tugging him out of the market in the direction of the nearest inn.
Perfect.
and he will follow.
I don't know which direction that is, so you could indicate that. But I would assume I would kind of know that at this point.
Probably north. up there?
Let's kind of sidestep these guys while dragging Kime.
Roll a deception check with advantage.
Oh god.
Either one of you, but only one.
I'll
Him.
help her.
No.
Oh God. Okay, I'll
You
do
know-
it.
I'm watching them while I'm playing. This looks fun. Oh, you had the option to roll twice.
Oof. Oof.
Okay. You guys can essentially go to there. The north gate is up that way. What's Turksian doing in the meantime?
He's got his sausage, so presuming it's already wrapped up at this point, or is it going to take longer?
6 seconds. Probably take another round.
All right, he's just hanging out, waiting for his sausage.
Okay. The Night Hollow militia approach the Nation of Prospero and start asking the questions like, just, super basic. What's going on? What happened? And you can tell the Nation of Prospero soldiers are getting kind of terse and angry at the situation they're in. In good old-fashioned soldier boy, they start, hitting the robots, trying to reactivate them, kicking them. And words start exchanging. More civilians of the town of Night Hollow and merchants are looking that way. Arvin, you're playing a tune to this individual.
Yeah. Is this on to another action, or just ask what I'm doing?
Yep. What do you want to do?
I want to let the merchant know that if he liked the song, that I'm going to be writing new songs, and that any sort of coin I could have would help toward research and making myself comfortable and writing a new song even faster, if he'd be willing.
Okay, roll another persuasion check with advantage.
Alright, I tried right-clicking, that didn't work. So we'll just do it twice.
Alright, he sort of nods, like, yeah, that sounds great. So Panoply and Kime, you're heading to the north?
Yeah, towards an inn.
Okay. Make another deception check with advantage as you pass the Night Hollow militia.
Your turn this time.
I'm so confident. Oh,
Better than yours.
-1.
It's not bad.
They don't notice that I'm holding his hand with like my thumb and forefinger.
I mean, it doesn't seem like the town guard and town archer of the Night Hollow militia are giving you much notice. The one Nation of Prospero soldier was eyeing you curiously, though, from before. But now he's going back and bashing his Warforged soldier like a Russian cosmonaut.
I'm going to continue in the direction.
Alright, so you and Kime
Dragging
continue
Kime.
that way. Turksian, your sausage is wrapped. That guy seems to be interested in the commotion that's going on.
Hey, thanks. And is it cooked or I assume it's raw?
Yeah, you'll have to cook it yourself unless you, I don't know if half-elves eat things raw.
And he'll just take it and start walking, I guess, towards the trade center.
Okay, to the east.
Yep.
All right. And then Arvin, you're having this conversation with the guy. Are you doing anything else?
I am not doing anything else.
Did I? Sorry. Did I see or notice that Arvin had cast that cantrip on him or no?
Probably.
Probably. Okay, I'm not gonna go too far then.
Somatic material. Roll an Arcana for giggles. Yeah, you're pretty sure he cast a spell.
Do I have any idea of what it is, or no?
Have you ever cast Friends before?
This is my first time.
No, you're not really familiar with it. Knowing Arvin, you assume it's some sort of mind-altering spell.
Okay.
Unless you don't have access to Friends, do you?
It's available to wizard, but I don't know the spell.
I'd say this one time, you're just pretty sure he cast a mind-altering spell.
Not a problem.
So while all this is going on, Kaim and Panoply run off to the north gate. Turksine, you can do whatever you want to do. There becomes kind of a large kerfuffle in the street with the Nation of Prospero yelling at the Night Hollow militia, actually starting to make accusations. Crowd hanging around, you can hear murmurs, complaints, rumblings, grumblings, talking about Warforged and the Nation of Prospero. What is your end goal, Arvin?
So at this point, I am going to extricate myself from the situation. The main goal was to get him to forget that he was interested in Panoply, which I think I've achieved. Now, at this point, I understand that he's not going to like me very soon. So, just in case he did give me money for my GoFundMe, I'm going to make sure that I put it back down in front of him. And at this point, I'm going to start leaving.
You do notice that there's glass shards on the table.
On the table behind me, or where Panoply
Where-
was standing?
Panoply was standing where she slammed down.
Okay. In that case, I want to talk to the merchant and point him to look in the direction of the Warforged that are bugging out the Nation of Prospero and ask what he thinks of the situation to try to get him to look.
Sure, roll a
And-
persuasion check.
While he's doing that, I'm going to use my cloak to sweep up the glass.
Okay.
Persuasion.
And you still have advantage.
And persuasion. Well, not that one.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, 17 is good enough. I don't think you can fail.
Okay.
He walks over here and is staring at them like, huh, what? They're not singing songs. And then just for giggles, roll a sleight of hand check for you.
Sleight of hand.
Right, anything less than a 10 is a 10 for him.
Yeah, persuasion
Okay.
and deception.
You scoop up a bunch of glass.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
it's ridiculous.
Eloquence, baby.
Alright, you're free to move and head off.
Okay. And I will start moving my 30. There you go.
So is Arvin and Turxian, are you two heading east toward the trade center?
Yeah, I mainly wanted to split away from Kime and Panoply.
Okay.
For now, yeah. Until we get at least away from this, then we can double back.
All right. You all eventually get away from this. What is your plan from here?
So was the original goal to go back and meet the ladies again, or was it just for them to take advantage of this?
I
I
think
don't
we
remember too well.
I think Kaim and I, like, I'm gonna whisper to Kaim, like, you need to get us a room, and I am, as soon as we're in that room, I'm gonna become Panoply again. Throw down his hand and be grossed out.
He is equally grossed out. He was having way too much fun there.
think Turkson would make his way back to the Order of the Obsidian Hunt.
Yeah, that seems like
Okay.
a good gathering point.
So I
Same,
think that's where we had spent the last night, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
take a little more circuitous route, but same end goal.
Where did Kime and Panoply go?
Is there, what's the inn up here?
To the north is the Feldenglatt Tavern.
We'll go there, and then, so we're getting a room together, and going into it, and then Panoply is becoming, like, the Sky Self goes away. I guess we should just stay in here for a while.
Wait for the others to come back. They should be meeting us here, right?
I
You
don't
never.
think we agreed where to meet.
Yeah.
I'd rather wait till night, personally, but
We can wait.
There was only like 2:30, so it'll be a while.
yeah, it's gonna be a long wait of awkward, like you were flirting with your cousin. But yeah,
Well, Panoply or Kime, you will need to pay 4 silver.
you pay it. You're the man.
Oh man. Fine. Minus for silver.
Chivalry is not dead.
-6 for me.
So how long are you all going to wait?
Pretty much. I don't know. Like, we're gonna sit in that room and be bored and discuss. We'll probably discuss home. I will wonder about some of his things he does as a fighter. But yeah, just sitting in that room and waiting for the time being until nightfall.
Okay.
He will
Sir,
also he still has an unused crystal, so he'll take that and just pocket or put it in his bag. Might come in
Okay.
useful. Be handy next time.
Is there a window on this room? And is it on the first or second floor?
2nd floor.
Oh, god damn it. Okay.
And yeah, there'd be a window. So that's your plan. What are Turxian and Arvin doing at the Obsidian Hunt?
Any spell stuff you need to do?
Probably not here in like the main room, but maybe when we figure out what happened to the rest of them, we can figure out what we're doing for the night. But I would say periodically, Turxian left, told Gylfi just to like stay hidden in the tree and like keep an eye out what's going on, and every 5 or 10 minutes he would like see through her eyes and kind of see what the scene is shaping up out there.
Okay. So after about an hour, a large crowd has formed in the marketplace. There are the soldiers around. There's the 3 Nation of Prosperous soldiers, and they're getting really defensive and telling people to like stand back. And at the hour mark, as you open or look through Gylfi's eyes, you notice that the 5 Warforged reactivate along with the Steel Defender. But there's something off. And the Warforged panic and lash out at the soldiers and the acolyte next to them. and they end up killing both of the soldiers and the acolyte, and then booking it. And we're gonna take a break.
What?
Wow.
What?
Alright, I would like Turxian to make a perception check for Gylfie. Oof.
Wow.
It's the tree branches.
Alright. As you look through the eyes of Gylfie, panic ensues in the market. As the Warforged awaken from their unconscious state, and a different flicker forms in their eyes as they turn upon their masters and summarily execute them. The Night Hollow militia is absolutely perturbed by what is going on, but the Warforged seem to have no qualm with them, and as soon as the Nation of Prosperous Soldiers and the Acolyte are defeated, the Warforged and the Steel Defender book it to the north gate. The crowd starts yelling, screaming in panic. The soldiers form a protective, defensive barrier between the Warforged and the crowd, but nothing really happens there as the Warforged just have no intention of messing with the Night Hollow militia and the civilians. With that perception check, nothing else of interest is noticed by Gylfie.
Okay, so knowing that it was a pretty poor roll, did the shift in the Warforge, you said that the color was different? Was it
Yes.
was it similar to like the change in color that we had seen Simon exhibit when he kind of had his, I guess, more less lucid moments?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
You said that they went to the north gate. Is that passing the Felinglat Inn?
Correct.
Have noticed or heard anything from the room?
Kime and Panoply, make a perception check.
Sitting in this room, being awkward.
Kime definitely does not. But Panoply, you hear a ruckus outside, and as you look through the window, you see 5 metallic humanoids running through the streets with a metallic dog, and they just push through the gate, and the soldiers at first take up arms and then step aside as they realize that the intention of these war machines is to just get out of town.
I tell Kime like what I'm seeing. I'm not sure what's going on, but like I just like literally think it's best to stay put. And honestly, if anybody questions us or like tries to put anything on us, like we saw you in the marketplace, I think you should just blame Casa. You don't have to give her that name. Like, make up a new name for her. She could be Jenny.
You mean, Bucktooth Jenny from Kasuria?
No, oh, yeah, that's probably bad.
Kai will just, he'll look out the window and just kind of watch what's happening. He'll stay in the room.
Okay. Turxian, after witnessing this through Gilfy's eyes, what do you do?
First he probably stays looking through Gilfy's eyes in shock and horror, probably longer than he had originally planned on it. When it comes out, he looks at her and goes, I don't know what happened. Warforge, it seemed like they came to and just slaughtered all the Prospero soldiers. Looks like they took off. It looks like they left everyone else alone, but I don't know, there was some weird shift and change in them, and they just tore them apart.
Well, the ladies weren't lying about Simon being forgotten about. Quite the distraction.
Apparently.
I'm not sure how I feel about being used to these ends.
Yeah, I'm curious if they had any idea that that would happen.
Oh, you can bet your uncle's fat ass they knew what was going on.
Maybe we should be a little bit more careful going forward with them.
Yeah, I feel like no matter what side we play, they have some sort of advantage over us. But noted, and something we can learn from. Is it going to be worthwhile to run back and see if we can help out with the crowds, or try to investigate a little bit more? Think we should go back to the marketplace?
No, I mean, I think it's just swarming with people at this point. I mean, the guards are there,
And you still have an eye on
so
Gilfy?
yeah, I can still check in.
Yeah, let's rely on that long distance then for now. Has Gilfy seen Panoply or Kime?
No, I mean I noticed them going back north as they were like they're trying to leave. I mean, maybe they went back to I don't know. About DM, about how long? I guess how much time has passed at this point?
From the market incident, probably about an hour and 10 minutes.
Okay. I don't know. Should we stay here a while longer, or do you think we should go find them?
No, sit tight. This is where we were last. I think this is the best place as long as you got an eye with Gilfy and you can see if anything else is going on that we might need to go help with.
Yeah, I'll keep checking in periodically with her.
Okay. You notice at this point, there is easily a full squad of Night Hollow militia in the marketplace, and Captain Terheld is at the marketplace too. And they are talking to townsfolk, they are investigating the dead bodies. You see Night Hollow militia come down the road and talk to Captain Terheld and go back up the road, come from all the different gates. Just kind of looks like a general state of alertness for the Night Hollow militia. Eventually, another individual in Nation Prospero clothing and regalia approaches Captain Terheld, and they have a exchange of words.
Does it look like the law mage from when we were first entering the town?
No, this individual is dressed more like a soldier,
Okay.
like a captain or something like that. But he is very much alone. And from where Gilfy is perched, he looks a little nervous.
Better be nervous. All the soldiers just went crazy.
So, are you all going to just stay low for the entire night and through the morning, or?
No, as soon as it's like fully dark. How big a drop is it to the ground from the window?
It's a good 10 plus feet if you. It'd probably be about 14 feet.
Is there light out there?
I mean, it's the standard light. I can activate to the north gate.
She's basically wondering if she can creep out a window.
Okay. Is Turkson and Arvin just hanging low too?
Yes.
Yep.
I'll tell Kime as soon as I go out, like, if I can get out safely, then you can just go out the front and we can go look for our buds. I just don't want anyone to see me coming out of this room.
Okay. Darkness. No, not this song. Where is Panoply's character?
Table downstairs.
Downstairs.
Oh, I have you all down here. I'll just put Turkson and Arvin down here so they can kind of see the scene. So Panoply, if you are up here, it would be dark. Let's change it to night. And potentially you can see where the lights are. So it's dark where you are.
Okay. So if I jump down out of this window, like it's dark the whole way, nobody's gonna see me jumping out of the window.
Correct.
Perhaps even hanging out of the window to get a little lower. I am going to wait till there's not like any obvious people out there that might hear me doing this. And I'm going to be like, throw my shit down after me. Please come, and then you can go out the front.
Okay, he'll lob out her stuff in a bag. Right at her.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to attempt to jump down. Do you want me to make a check?
Sure, making acrobatics.
Thank God it sticks.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're fine.
And I catch my stuff as Kime pitches it at me, and I'm going to just go around front to this traveler's shrine. Just maybe put a coin in. I'm gonna deduct a silver.
All right.
And then just kind of like glance backward to see if Kime comes out of the front of the inn.
Yep, he'll make his way over there. Struggling to do so, but he'll get there.
As you pass through the Inkheim, you hear people around the seats talking about, like, did you hear what happened at the market? They say that those Warforged just turned and killed those Nation of Prospero people. You hear, like, off in the corner, like, good riddance! Get them out of this town.
He'll kind of stop in step and then just slowly listening for more, but eventually leave.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of talk like that.
Back to the market, or should we?
That's good. Check the Obsidian Hunt. I think that's like the last place we all were. So
The best
Okay.
part is Kime walks toward where he thinks Panoply is,
jump out.
and basically not until she's in front of your face do you see her.
Like it's scary.
Yeah, she like literally just appears.
So what did you do today, Kime?
Oh my god. You really need to put like a bell on you or something.
So you all head to the Obsidian Hunt?
Yeah. Are there like guards around town still?
Yes, there are a lot of guards around town.
Keep going, Kime. And I'm actually going to. Is like, Scareheld around or Terheld? Sorry.
If you go through the market, he might be there.
Is it naturally on the way?
I'm not sure where the Obsidian Hunt is.
Yes, it is. It is on the way.
Okay, we're going to the market.
I'm not. Yeah.
You guys can get there from here.
I'm gonna push Kime ahead, keep going, and I'm going to go over if the captain's here? And I know I'm not seen until I get close to a light, but presumably they have torchlights near them.
Okay.
And I'm just going to... What's going on around town? Just gonna sort of approach, sort of cautiously.
Ah.
Okay. Oops. We need darkness.
Darkness.
I need darkness.
Did I push the right button?
I mean, everything I can see is all black.
I can see.
I guess I just have to re-explore it.
I think I hit reset fog of war instead of darkness.
Alright, Kaim will just look around the market. Guess he'll notice the commotion. Does he notice if he sees Turxian and Arvin?
No, they are not here, even though their tokens are here.
Okay.
I'll pick somebody with a torch, because I assume some of these guys are human, maybe.
Yeah, they're probably mostly carrying torches at this point.
I'll just pick one and just, hey, what's going on?
They tell you the story of like how the Warforged were deactivated and just popped up and killed the nation of Prospero folk and then jetted.
Panoply does not have to pretend to be surprised.
Kaim will walk over to Captain Terheld. He's not too indisposed.
He is still talking with this nation of Prospero dude.
Okay, it's probably not proper for me to do that then.
Do you want to talk to him or
Yeah.
pass for now?
I'll talk to him. I said I'll walk up to him and say, "Hey, I heard what happened. Is everything okay?"
Captain Terheld. Well, I mean, it's clearly not okay. I mean, there's 3 dead soldiers of the nation of Prospero and 5 Warforged. Is that right? And he says, "Is that right, Consul Fenador?" And the guy turns to him. Yes, 5 Warforged and 1 Steel Defender are missing. And you said that they turned upon my men. And Captain Terhold says, "Well, I wasn't here, but that's what the soldiers say, and I mean, we have no idea why they turned on them or anything." And Burke Fenador responds, "I believe it was some sort of sabotage."
From whom?
And
Or by whom?
And the consul looks at you and says, "I don't know who you are, but that's something that we need to get to the bottom of, isn't that right, Captain Terheld?" And the captain says, "Oh, yes. Investigation. That's what I'm good at. Investigating stuff and things." And he looks toward Kaim. "You're looking for a coin, right?"
Oh my god.
You just see
Kaim.
dollar signs on his eyes. How much you're paying?
Negotiable. But you solved the last mystery, so you must be really good at solving mysteries, huh? And investigating stuff that needs to be investigated. And the consul at this point just looks furious.
if nobody stops me, I'll walk over to one of the dead bodies
Go ahead.
and does he notice the obviously the cause of death? It's scratch marks or something, right?
It looks like he has had swords plunged through him, and a big giant bite mark.
And he'll walk over to the consular and say, "Yep, it was definitely your Warforged. There's bite marks all over him, sword marks. I don't think any of if you look all around, all the Night Hollow militia are holding spears and bows. So obviously it can't be them. So what are you implying if it wasn't your Warforged?"
Roll a deception check.
Oh god.
I'll give you advantage.
Why is that so funny?
The consul looks at you. You solved a mystery.
I mean, this one, I think I just did.
He looks straight at Captain Terheld. This is your investigation team.
I mean, you can't deny the evidence is right there.
Consul looks at Captain Terheld, ignoring Kime now. Sir Saren should be back soon, and when he is back, we will send a message, and maybe more capable hands will continue with this investigation of the murders of 3 individuals in your town. The captain says, "We will get to the murder? I mean, your Warforged killed your own soldier. What? Murder?
What if we went and found your Warforged?" He'll like wave his hand or step right in front of the consular so he gets his attention. "We'll go find your Warforged, and we'll prove that it was them that did it. If you want to ignore the obvious evidence right behind you."
Make a persuasion check.
3.
Yes, Turksian, yes. The Iron Consul looks at you. You want to go find the missing Warforged.
How hard could it be?
They are valuable assets to us.
Effective assets, but okay.
His eyebrows furrow. Well, if they're defective assets, then I guess I won't offer you 1,500 gold to go return them.
What? Wait, yes, please? We'll return them to you.
Actually, you guys would come from down here.
Oh my god.
And he looks at you, says, "Oh, now I have your attention and you're not just a bumbling fool."
Oh, you're the fool for not leading with that.
Alright, well, if you're so good at investigating, it's on the table. 1,500 gold to return my Warforged.
I will work on that immediately. and Kaim will. Does he notice? Damn it, where's Panoply? Does he notice where any like tracks that he could follow for the Warforged or anything?
Roll survival.
Panoply at this point has stopped talking to that guard and like stepped back into the darkness and is just watching in horror as this unfolds.
And while that's happening, Turxian has seen that you two are in the marketplace via Gilfie, and Turxian and Arvin are making their way into the market, and you two are down there. You guys can creep on forward if you want. Yeah, 16 roll. You see footprints that are, going this way that look like mechanical robot footprints.
Okay, I will keep an eye on those tracks. Well, I don't even have to go very far. I'll stay around so if Panoply eventually pops up in front of me, and I'll tell her about the tracks, and hopefully she'll track it.
What is wrong with you? She's just like,
It's a lot of
Like-
money.
come
And
here.
there's-
We gotta go find. No, we're gonna go find our friends. Are they watching us? Like, am I in torchlight at all?
From where you are, probably, yeah. Probably one of these guys has a torch.
Turxian sees Kaim talking to them and grabs a little bit of wire and points it at Panoply and sends her a message. What is he doing?
You have used that spell with me before, so, or no, you haven't, because you usually did it when other people in camp, right?
Yeah, I don't think I've used it with you. I've used it with everybody but you, though.
I'm looking around frantically, like trying to figure out where you are. And do I see you?
Probably. I think it's kind of hard to miss Arvin, and he's standing right next to me.
I will. I don't know if we can make that kind of commitment. I will say to Kaim, we have to go home eventually. I'm gonna try and drag him off. I'm just gonna like shrug and sorry at the guy over my shoulder if I can manage to drag him.
Are we all together yet, or no?
Turxian and Arvin are walking through the marketplace toward you all. Panoply's a little ways off from a town guard, but he has a torch.
We should probably head back to the inn, maybe, or somewhere less where people can't hear.
You should just not talk.
But I have an idea.
I think Kaim should be in charge of all talking.
Oh god. Panoply's just trying not to look like particularly panicked or like just okay. I see our friends. Let's go meet our friends now.
Well, with low intelligence, you gotta expect something like this.
I know. It's great. You're playing your character so well, but oh my god, it hurts.
And so, he'll motion people maybe to the north over here. We don't have to go all the way to the inn. I don't think anybody can hear us over here.
I'll pause in the torchlight and like nod, like let's go this way to Arvin and Turxian.
Does Kaim notice anybody in earshot around us?
No.
Does Panna play?
Roll perception. Nope.
Great.
Kaim can roll perception too if he wants.
Not gonna get near Kaim. I'm gonna stay in the dark. Just want to be like in earshot, but not next to him.
So nobody, right? Or
Give me a sec. Yeah, there's somebody in earshot. Looks like a town guard. Or sorry, it doesn't look like a town guard. Looks like a dwarf.
not sure if what I wanted to say is something I want other people to hear. So
It's kind of leaning against the wall over here. Smoking a pipe.
so alright, he'll just say it. So what do you guys think? We should probably look for these Warforged.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be that hard, right? As he points behind everyone and shows the tracks.
So we're looking for the creatures that turned and murdered their handlers?
Yeah, it's not safe.
I think that we could ask some people in town for some more information about what happened.
I was actually thinking the same exact thing. Two, to be specific.
I agree. Maybe there's a circumspect way to get there and start that process.
We should probably go rest first and wait for the right time to ask them. The people.
I agree.
And I'm thinking maybe we could get more gold out of this.
I like where your head's at.
On my shoulders?
Yeah. Cool. Let's head back to the original inn that we stayed at. Or, yeah, that's closer than the Obsidian Hunt, I think.
I see that. Can I insight check the look on Turxian's face since he's up there with him? How does Turxian feel about what was just said?
I'm loving it.
He's nervous. He doesn't want to get involved in any way, shape, or form with Prospero.
You're so hard to read. Yeah, I'm just gonna follow behind very quietly, staying out of the light.
Alright, back to the inn. Let's go.
Teleporty thingy is there.
Back in a sec.
I don't know how close I have to be to it. Oh, apparently right on it.
And he'll go upstairs to the room.
Panoply pauses downstairs and gets another room.
Be another 4 silver.
Yeah. That's got the beer though and stuff in the morning.
Yep.
Okay. I feel like I'm gonna need it. Deducting. Was it 4 silver you said?
Yep.
And then I will just check the location of my room and go to whatever room they're going to. The
I mean,
same
it's-
one. I know where it is.
Yeah.
Fortunately. Before I go in, or before I go upstairs, I guess, like, do I notice that dwarf who was outside leaning anywhere?
Make a perception check.
I'm at an inn.
You'd notice a commoner that walks out the inn drunk, and then as gets about like 50 feet down the street, just is walking normal.
I assume they've already started talking when I get in there, and I'm just gonna be like, I don't think this is a good idea right now.
Not a good idea to talk about the plan.
Not a good idea right now.
Okay.
What about up in the room?
Nope. That's time to go to sleep tonight.
Okay.
Taking notes.
He will trust his cousin, Kaimo.
Yeah, Arvin's keeping a close eye out on anything suspicious. Any people?
Alright, you can make a perception check. The inn seems a little more busy than usual tonight. This inn generally is frequented by dwarves. It is dwarven owned, and the dwarven workers like to come here. There are a fair amount of regular civilians too. It is pretty crowded in here. You do notice every once in a while, like, an individual that seems to be a little more snoopy, sneaky than your traditional tavern folk, but always seems to be like somebody comes in the tavern, walks around, gets a beer, and then leaves the tavern fairly quickly. But this happens easily once every half hour.
Yep, I'm gonna lean over to Tirxian and let him know that it's definitely not safe to talk in public and that people are keeping an eye on public areas probably. So we should stay low for a little while.
That's probably a good idea.
Well, unless you guys rented rooms while I was gone, let's do that and sleep for the night.
Yeah. Or I mean, we could piano places. We could always talk to that Abdumiel person too. That I mean, big old dragonborn, right?
Depending on the time, yeah. Well, maybe. A lot of stuff's going on right now.
Yeah. Just, options.
Probably best to chill for now.
I got another room. They're doubles in this inn, aren't they?
Correct.
Kym also has a room, I think. So I don't know if you guys, which room you guys want.
Same as our last occupations.
I drag Kym to the room that does not have the skirt under the bed.
Just minus Simon.
Which room is it?
Not the one with the skirt under the bed.
Oh, yeah, that was the different bar, right?
Oh, do I have all the rooms locked?
People must be in there.
Da, 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 da.
How well did you hide that skirt? Are you sure you want to leave it where Arvin's gonna find it?
I am leaving it
That was at the other
behind.
bar, right?
That is not my skirt.
No, it was here.
It's here.
Doors. Where's doors?
Hey, I found one open. That's a sauna or something.
Dwarf sauna.
Oh, it's this one. Down here and that one.
Okay. Okay, we'll just go to the very south one.
Alright, so you all are just hanging out for the night, sleeping, all that good stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend 3 or 6 minutes rather, and 150 gold worth of materials copying a spell into my spell book.
Well, if that is your plan for the night, you all can take a long rest if you need to push the button.
Panoply is unusually quiet.
Kym
even for her.
does. He took damage.
That's a lot of damage.
You all wake up in the mornings, fairly early, but breakfast is ready. The inn is a lot more deserted today. Panoply. When you wake up, you notice there is a piece of paper on the floor.
What does it say? Or what does it show?
Did I find a skirt?
No.
Do you look under your mattresses? In hotel rooms?
That's scary.
It says 2 hours north.
That's it?
And that's it.
Do I recognize the hand?
Yeah.
Or maybe show me?
No.
It's in the same lettering as the note that was left with Simon by Kessa.
I will wait. Shall we come downstairs? I'll crumple that up so tight and throw it in the fire. Is there a fire going downstairs? Big one?
Yeah.
Just throw it in the fire. Order breakfast. Give me my bacon and my coffee. I assume we're all gathering down here somewhere.
Yeah, eventually everybody makes their way down. And, it's up to you what you want to do.
Panoply looks perplexed when everybody's sitting down and can you guys help me with something in the woods today?
Sure, what do you need?
Just something out there I wasn't sure about. I don't say anything else.
Yeah, maybe
Is
we
that okay?
can maybe we can stop by the obsidian hut and get a nice hunt while we go out that way.
That sounds like a great idea. Yeah, shall we head over there after we finish eating? Grab something
Yeah.
real quick and...
You fine with that, Arvin?
What's up?
Can you guys help me in the woods with something today?
Sounds intriguing. Let me check my schedule. Alright, looks clear.
Do you really keep a schedule?
Certainly.
Is it always empty?
Well, when we're not splunking in caves or trying to deceive assassins, it's usually pretty open.
Alright, let's head over to Obsidian Hunt.
What has the obsidian got? Like, let's be like, what's in the forest to the north? What's up there? Anything on this list?
Oh yeah, double up.
Well, their list has left on it an Ankheg, Manticore, Owlbear, Winterwolf, and then some of the tougher creatures, Umberhulk, Medusa, Thousand Teeth, which is a giant crocodile, Chimera, Swavian Basilisk, which is more in the sea, and a giant ape and a T-Rex, which he says probably isn't in this continent.
It's like Winter Wolf, maybe, or like we just, I don't know. We haven't gone north yet.
Up that way, Herbert. Heading north, are you? Maybe, Winterwolf, up in the mountains, and, owlbears are, they're in forests and the mountainous area, and, that, you might find a manticore. That would be something. Heck, you might even find a chimera that might eat you.
Well, let's take an owl bear. What is it? How much was it for that one?
Oh, an owlbear tag is, 10 gold.
Done.
Party funds.
All right. I tell you have to watch out for that Grim Company. They're taking
had-
in a bunch of tags, and well, I think they're planning on bringing back some Ankh eggs soon.
Ah,
Can there be multiple tags for the same beast?
Yeah, it's competition.
Oof, okay.
Ain't got nothing on us.
Well, they snagged that white moose.
Yeah, we were busy.
Did they snag it from, like, get it themselves, or did they snag it from someone else? We don't know.
Oh, the Grim Company, no. They're professionals. They've been doing this a while.
Okay.
But, an owlbear, that'll be fun. Just, don't let it bite you. I hear it sucks.
I buy more arrows too. Totally looking up how much those are. Sorry. But yeah, let's go, guys. You guys have rations and everything.
I think I'm all set.
I'm ready to assist you in your endeavor.
All set here.
Panoply just starts walking through the woods, like, this way, guys.
So you all head 2 hours north?
After an hour, Panoply will pause and just do a perception check to see. So halfway there, and
Did you recognize the handwriting on the note that you got?
yeah.
Are you informing us of what's going on?
So you guys, I had a note this morning, and I'm assuming I don't see anybody.
Not an hour in. Roll a survival check, too.
Okay, make sure I'm going in the right direction. That's always important.
You don't necessarily notice any people, but as you are traveling 2 hours north in this direction, you do notice 5 sets of machine-like humanoid feet and a set of steel dog feet.
So after an hour, I stop. I realize this as we're going along. So you guys, I had a note when I woke up, and I burned it. But it was in Cass's handwriting. Look at Kym. It said to meet. It just said 2 hours north.
Did you write the note to yourself, Miss Kessa?
No.
Oh, okay.
They always want to come back, huh? She wants to see me.
It wasn't her. It wasn't her, Kym. It was me, remember?
Wait, what?
Anyway. So, also, do you guys see these? And I point out these tread marks.
Oh, so you did find it. Okay.
No.
Yeah. We can.
No.
But
I think we should. If we follow these, like, our tracks are here too. Look behind us. So now we have some Warforged tracks, and then we're gonna go find these tracks? I don't. Is this really what we want to be doing, you guys?
well, I was thinking if we're the ones investigating and trying to find the Warforged, then that puts all of the blame off of us. Why would we investigate our own crime?
Just remember that although I agree with you, I believe that she might have a little bit of leverage against us where she could put the blame on us. So we still need to be careful.
See, I did not think that far.
Yeah. You gotta think of the double cross. So I was in line with your thinking where maybe we could play both sides and let them know, hey, we could turn you in unless you pay us as much as what those other people are. But I think it'd be just as easy for her to just say, nah, we've got evidence that we could turn into Captain Terheld and that you guys are the ones who did this.
Well, I wasn't even thinking about double crossing them. I was thinking that it would be actually helping them. I had a feeling that they have the Warforged, so maybe they give us fakes, they do their thing to the Warforged, we hand them back, everything's all cool. Both sides played. We reap in the profits, benefits from both sides.
So obviously we have 1,500 being offered from one side.
And they've offered more before for countering their offer, so maybe they'll do it again.
What would the counter be, or what else would we be able to do for them? So on one side, we need to take the Warforged and deliver them back. But
Or
what would the
tell
flip
them
side
that
be?
they were destroyed in the process and where. I don't know. That's why I wanted to talk to our two favorite uh, females.
Gotcha. So maybe they could provide some fake evidence to turn in.
Right, exactly. I don't necessarily want to get on their bad side. They know that we're free agents and can work with either side.
Okay. And Panoply, you think that's who we're going to meet?
Are we?
Kesselinko or
Yeah.
so we're going out to the middle of nowhere to meet an assassin, and you let us all here. Interesting.
Well, it's better than in town right now.
Is it?
Yes.
Where there are witnesses?
Trixie, what do you think about this? I mean, that's why I stopped and I'm telling you guys this. Just, I don't feel comfortable in town, you know?
She won't hurt us. She loves me.
I don't
don't
feel
think so.
safe now.
I think we ended up way in over our heads with more than we expected. I mean, I think we just need to keep an eye out. Have Gilfie doing laps above us, and maybe scout out ahead, see if we can't see Kessa before we get there.
None of us saw her go in. Like, sneak past us all.
Yeah.
Like, she killed that person in one, like, before any of us could do anything. I did impersonate her, which probably wasn't her most favorite thing.
If she knows about it.
I think she does.
I'm not
Okay.
complaining.
Yeah,
I mean,
that was
you've already
gross,
brought
man.
us this far out here, so do we risk making her mad by not showing up, or risk going out there to an assassin in the middle of the forest?
Maybe like these tracks, the Warford tracks appear to lead directly in that like the way we're going.
Yep.
And
We could take a circuitous route there.
let's be real. If she wanted us dead, we'd be dead right already.
There are 4 of us. Maybe.
We don't know how many assassins are with her.
I mean, is there anything to stop us from just like leaving this town? Like, I mean, yes, it's been profitable, but we could go somewhere else. There's probably things to do in other towns. We could just leave.
I agree. Yeah. If things get too hot, we can always move.
Fortunately, I don't think just changing towns is going to help much. Seems like we've made a name for ourselves with these people, and they seem to be pretty good about knowing where we are and when. So, if we even just move in a different town, who's to say that they just won't show up in the next town?
Yeah, they can always find us, I guess.
We do have a lot of opportunities.
So honestly, we have no choice.
Well,
We can't run, we can't hide.
put on a brave face.
Take our lashings with a smile on our face.
Alright, Panoply. We'll follow you.
Are we
Yeah,
going
we'll say-
directly or roundabout?
We'll say if she was in your room last night to put that note, if she wanted you dead, you'd be dead.
And we have no reason to avoid the route because we have a reason to investigate, so we're just searching. We're not
Okay.
we're not implicating ourselves by following the tracks.
Okay. I will try and go first, and Kaim, don't come up too close to me because you're loud, and then I'm just gonna I'll try and do perception checks. Is it hard to keep the tracks, since are they pretty obvious because it's like little tanks rolling through?
Once you found them, they're pretty obvious.
Okay.
So you are heading the extra hour.
Yep. Like I said, trying to do perception checks, so I try and see her beforehand.
Okay. Roll perception.
I have Gilfy flying above us too, trying to keep an eye out.
Gilfy can roll perception too. Uh, 12, 22. Panoply, you notice 5 individuals further up the road. It's not really a road, but further up at the edge of the trees.
Do they look metallic?
Nope.
Are they dressed in blue?
Nope. They look shady.
That's a pun.
I hold up my hand and I turn around and put my finger to my lips and I say, "Stay here for a moment and hide." And I am going to try and stealth a little closer. See if I know who these are.
Okay. Nice stealth roll. As you get up closer, You can definitely make out the familiar image of Kessa Lenkov. You essentially see Kessa, somebody you're not familiar with. This guy. This girl. And this guy.
We're so dead.
Can I hear them at all?
Nope, they're just hanging about, like leaning up against trees. Kessa is looking off in the distance and feels like she sees the group.
I will stay hidden and wait. She seem to be taking an attack posture at all, or do any of them?
No. I mean, they have plenty of blades on them, though. What does the rest of the group do as Panoply sneaks off?
I am next to Kime, and I have my hand on his shoulder to keep him down.
Panoply just... She's gonna wait, like, nearly forever. The only thing that's gonna happen is it gets dark, which is to her favor, so... She's assuming her party is gonna get impatient after a while and do something, but she wants to see what is going on. She doesn't have a way to contact them. If she moves, she's just gonna risk being seen.
Okay. How long are you guys waiting?
If I don't hear from her within a couple minutes, I'll probably take out the wire and send her a message. So I believe only she can hear it, and if she responds, only I can hear it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to speak out loud, or you do.
There's a verbal component, but it says only the recipient hears it.
Okay. I'll just send Panoply a message. Hey, you've been gone for a while. Everything okay? What do you see?
I don't know that I can reply to this and not be heard. It's the problem. Like, in character, I don't think I would know that yet. Because, like, we haven't... You've communicated to me, but, like, I'm unaware of the spell's parameters.
Panoply didn't respond. I think we have to just go make sure she's okay.
Kime will rush forward and go.
Okay. As Kime rushes forward, Panoply, you notice all the individuals kind of straighten up, move around. Not necessarily draw any weapons, but you can see a little tenseness in some of their movement. And actually, one of the individuals looks to shift into a different humanoid form, just like a generic person. And that's this individual.
Complete different person now?
Yeah, looks like a generic human.
What did it look like before?
Icon, I'm assuming.
Really hard to tell. I mean, this is... God, if I can... There we go. That's what it looked like before.
Ooh. He's not the only freaky looking character out here.
But you notice Kaim is rushing forward. Is the rest of the group following Kaim? Turksine and Arvin?
So no.
Yeah. Turxian went off, and or if Kaim ran off, and Turxian thought Panoply was either incapacitated or in some kind of danger, he would have definitely have followed.
Panoply's drawing an arrow 'cause she's not sure what's gonna happen.
How far away did they all run?
Kaim's probably easily 60 feet across now.
I'm gonna chill in the background for now.
Okay. What's Panoply doing?
She has an arrow drawn just to see what the reaction is.
Okay.
If they see you.
As Kaim draws closer, Kessa moves forward and out into sight in front of Kaim. The other four are fairly hidden, if not for Panoply's high perception roll.
Hi.
She looks at you, looks off in the distance. Turksine, were you moving forward?
Yes.
And then looks even further beyond. I'm assuming the darker one is hiding around with an arrow notched.
The first time you missed her, right?
She seems to be pretty sneaky. By the way, it was pretty interesting, I would say. We weren't quite sure what those gems would do, and we had our thoughts, and well, at least one of us was right.
Yeah, they seem to work pretty well until they started killing the nation of Prospero.
An unfortunate side effect, wouldn't you say so?
I mean, didn't have to be as gruesome, but I'm not complaining.
Neither am I. I think you all did well. Especially, your friend, relative, whatever, seemingly trying to impersonate me. That was clever too. But no feelings hurt here. Just wanted to talk to you all in a little bit more of a private sanctum and discuss things further. I think you could say that was quite a success. So, come, no worries. I have friends, and presumably there's a fourth one of you somewhere.
Alright. Well, Kaim will follow them. I don't know if the group wants to follow or not, but Kaim will go.
I think at this point Turksian would catch up. Arvin, you're still hanging way in the back.
No, if they're talking, and I can clearly see that, I'll come out of hiding and start walking up.
I think they know we're here. I mean, they know Panoply's around too, but they don't see her.
Yeah, I mean, Kessa would. She knows our group. She knew I would be there too. No use of me hiding. Panoply being hidden's fine.
Panoply will try and if they're moving very far, try and like keep up but stealthily.
Okay, roll another stealth check. Okay. Well, if she doesn't want to join us, then that's okay. I'm sure you're all curious as to why 5 Warforged and a Steel Defender snapped and their minds became awakened. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh my gosh. Well, at least she doesn't seem mad that I impersonated her. It's important.
It's all good. She said so. It's all good.